Hello friends, it's Zach here, the Stringmancer. Today I'm coming at you with a new video. I know it's been a while, but it's time to come out of hiding and start doing videos again. So, here we go. Today we're doing a video on this BUGERA T50 INFINUM head, all tube head to channel. It's not a bad little thing. Decent, budget, friendly amp. I dig it. So when I was looking into buying this, I kind of had to go around all over the internet and look for all the information on it, and it's not really readily available in one spot. I had a lot of questions that need answered. So today I'm going to try to put all the information that I found on this head in one video for you. So if you're interested in this video, if you like budget-friendly gear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video. I could really use the support. Thank you again for watching, and here we go. BUGERA T50 head here. It's got the metal encasing, which is awesome. It's super sturdy, very well built. This one, it's a T50, so obviously you can expect it to be a 50-watt head. This one here has two EL34 power tubes, four 12A X7 preamp tubes. This thing is super loud. It's amazing. I've not really cranked it all the way up. I don't know what it'll do completely, but it's pretty great. It's got a nice clean tone. I've been running it through a 1x12 cab as well as a 2x12 cab, and it does great through both. So first off, let's start with the front of the amp here. Let's take a look at the clean channel. So the clean channel, obviously you've got your gain, your treble, your mid, and your bass. The clean is spot on. It's everything you're going to want in a tube clean. It's perfect. It's a great pedal runner. I run a ton of pedals, and this thing kicks them out. It's amazing. Alright guys, up next is the lead channel. You've got your gain, your treble, your mid, your bass, your volume. Volume controls volume, obviously. Your gain controls your distortion, your overdrive, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be honest here. This is really the only part of the amp that I find lacking. The dirty channel is not that great. It sounds fine for a lower gain, for maybe some bluesy tones or just a hair of overdrive in it. But if you're looking to play like high gain metal, I would not recommend this amp for you, because the gain on this is not really built for that. Somebody else might tell you otherwise, but I'm going to be upfront and forward with you. You do not want this amp if you're going to play some intense metal with just this channel. Now, if you're going to run pedals through it, it's a great pedal runner again, but this channel alone isn't that great. Okay guys, up next is your master. Your master, obviously, you're going to be able to control your reverb here. Your tone cut is essentially a master tone knob. All the way down it's really muddy, all the way up you're getting open tone. I haven't really played with this much. I just kind of leave it right in the middle where it's at right now. Isn't really where I typically leave it, but you're gonna get great sounds with this knob. Also, your master volume, you're gonna be able to control absolutely everything all at once. Crank that along with the other volumes on there, you're gonna get that huge sound. And then right here on the end here, you've got your on-off switch and your standby. A lot of people like to talk about how long it takes for your tubes to warm up. I think they're good after about 60 seconds. A lot of people go ahead and flip that standby switch on right away, but let your tubes warm. You're gonna get everything out of it that you want. Alright guys, so here is the back of the amp. We're just gonna go through it left to right here. Settled here. All right, so first off, your INFINUM tube life monitoring. Okay, so from what I understand, with the INFINUM technology, supposedly this extends the life of your tubes times 20. I'm kind of new to the tube amp game. I don't know how well this works, but I find it amazing that there is a LED on the back that's going to tell you, hey, it's time to replace these tubes. The other thing that I am told about the INFINUM technology is that there is no need to have your amp biased and serviced, which is huge. I mean, if that's true, then you're saving a ton of money by not having to get this amp serviced. You need new tubes. You just put your tubes in and you are good to go. Up next is the emulated DI out, which obviously you see here that it is switchable between a 1x12 or a 4x12 emulation, which is great for live gigs, practicing if you're running through a PA, anything like that. That's pretty incredible. All right, guys, your cab output here. This is switchable between a 4, 8, and 16 ohms. So essentially, you can run any cab that you have or want. Obviously this is a 50 watt head. So as long as you're over the 50 watts with your cab, you should be good. I recently had picked up a 50 watt VHT cab, and I ended up swapping out the speaker for a 150 watt Eminence Texas Heat. Sorry, my kid's out there screaming. So now it sounds incredible through this. Also, you've got two outputs here, obviously, so you can run two speaker cabs at once, which is pretty incredible. Make sure that your speaker cabs are the same ohmage, that way you're not jacking anything up. Okay, so here you're gonna plug in your foot switch. I think it's pretty incredible that this comes with a foot switch. You get a 2-button foot switch to change between your dirty and clean channel, as well as to turn your reverb on and off. So that's pretty cool. A lot of amps these days, you have to pay extra to get a foot switch for. This guy comes with one. All right, guys, so last but not least, you have the effects loop here. The effects loop on this amp puts your effects in front of your digital reverb or your built-in gain, which, it's not gonna sound like crap. It's gonna sound pretty damn good through this amp. I think that the effects loop on this is pretty great. Also, I do like the built-in reverb on this. I think it sounds pretty incredible. So, you can run all of your effects with that reverb or the dirty channel and it won't sound like crap. Okay, guys, just some final thoughts, pros and cons real quick, throw them out there. First off, it's super side heavy. This side is where the power transformer is. Very, very, very side heavy. Be careful if you're loading this around, loading it in your car, whatever. Be careful. It's super heavy too. So like if you drop it, it's done. It's done. You drop this thing on the ground, you're just done. It's so heavy. And I think it's really well built, but I think that if you were to drop it from like top of cab height here, I think it's just gonna break in half. You're gonna lose all your tubes, and I think it's just gonna bust. I could be wrong, I'm not gonna drop it to find out. I'm gonna be very careful. But yeah, very heavy. Pro, it is all metal, so you're not gonna have to worry about it, scratching it up or whatever. Another thing is if you have, if your power is kind of poor in your house, like my outlets in here make every amp I have hum. Not terribly, but it's definitely noticeable. So I have one of those hum eliminators, and that helps. But if you were like, you know, touch the top of the amp while it's plugged in, you know, you're gonna hear that bang, 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 especially if your guitar's not grounded very well. So yeah, couple other things here real quick. You know, make sure you're diming. If you're gonna use your master volume here, I recommend kind of diming the volume on both channels just so they're kind of even. And then that way you can control it from there. But yeah, that's really it. I really like this amp. Like I said when I was going over it, it is a great pedal runner. I run a ton of effects and I love it for that. It sounds incredible. The effects loop is great. And that's really it. So sorry again that it took me so long to make you guys another video. You know, I did kind of take a little time off. Just got some personal things going on right now, and but I'm gonna have plenty of time here soon to crank out some more videos. I have a ton of new gear that I'm gonna demo and review for you, so I hope you like this one. I hope it helps. If you have any questions about this, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer anything. So yeah, again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Again, I'm Zach with Stringmancer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks again. Have a good day. Stay classy.